Good morning, everybody. What's going on? Let's talk about some thoughts right quick, right? So, people will allow themselves to be defeated by their thoughts. I forget who said it. It might have been Benjamin Franklin, but I think what he said was if you think you can, you're right. If you think you can't, you're right. And that's basically saying that if you go into a situation absolutely believing that you could fail or you're going to fail or that you're not going to be able to achieve it, if that's the mindset that you have, then you're right. You're going to fail. You're absolutely going to fail because you believe that's what's going to happen. Now, I'm not saying that if you believe that you're going to be successful at everything that you do in every situation, then that's what's going to happen. But this is about a mindset. If that mindset is that you're going to fail, then that's what you're going to do. And look, failure is not bad. Failure is good because you get immediate feedback. Sometimes when you have success, it's not immediate feedback. Like you may do incremental things over time that leads to success. But failure, you instantly know that that did not work. It didn't work. And failure is not a bad thing. But you can't have the mindset of like I can't do that. That's a defeatist mindset. When you have a defeatist mindset, you're going to go into situations and it's not going to end well. It's not going to end well. Like I know in MRT, right? Let me get this right. I know in MRT we have uh, a section where we talk about mindsets and things like that, right? Well, just thought processes and things. And in that section, we talk about how no, it's I want to say it's energy management. And the energy management section, we talk about how, you know, if we look at fight or flight, right? And once we teach people what flight or fight is for, and they can put that process in their head, they tend to achieve more of something that they could already do because they believe they can do it. Now, here's how flight or fight was broken down to me. And I got it. You got fight or flight and you also got freeze as well. But right now we're going to talk about fight or flight. Now, fight or flight works in this way, right? We're talking about energy systems. One is you leave, one is you stay. But with these energy systems, one, your body's going to ramp up a whole bunch of energy, right? You're going to just get all this adrenaline going and pumping, and it's going to get you in a state to be able to achieve what it is that you're trying to do. All right. Now, this thing that we have come to over time to recognize as nervousness is really not nervousness. It's just adrenaline. It's your body preparing you to do something well. That's what it is. You're not nervous. It's just adrenaline. It's your body preparing you to do something well. Once that was explained to me and I was able to put it in those terms, when I felt said nervousness and I thought about it in those terms, it would go right away because I used to get nervous when I would get in front of people and talk and things like that. But, or even with the physical fitness test, like I took the physical fitness test for years, and I can't tell you the last time I scored below a dang on 280, 290 on a PT test back when we had 300 points. I can't tell you the last time I did. But every time I got ready to take that PT test, I was extremely nervous. I remember in high school when I used to run track, every time I got on that track, I was extremely nervous, but I did well after I took off and those nerves went away because I was able to change my mindset. And now that I know this thing that we've been taught to refer to as nervousness is just adrenaline. It's your body preparing you to do something great. You can't allow your thoughts to defeat you. You can't. You can't allow. You got to take control of those thoughts. And once you can take control of those thoughts, then you can control everything else. Because you got to get out there and you got to do it. You just got to get out there and do it because I'm a firm believer in if you want to accomplish something, you don't have to know how to do it. You just need to move in that direction. There's enough information out there. There's enough people that you can talk to. We got cell phones, we got the internet, we got all of these things. Information are literally at the tips of our fingers. And if you truly want to do something, you want to learn how to do something, you want to gain a new skill, the only thing you got to do is go out there and get it. Just got to put the work in. That's it. Put the work in. Anything that you want to learn is there. But you can't allow your thoughts to defeat you because if it starts with a thought, you say, "Hey, this it might be cool to do X," and you just leave it right there. That thought dies. That's it. It dies. Same thing with actions. Like you can a thought starts with an action. All right? Well, action starts with a thought. And once you have that thought, you go ahead and you do that action. Let's say you become good at something. But if you don't continue to do it over time, those skills diminish. Those skills are going to diminish. They're going to, wash away to the side. And just like the thought, those skills will go away. It has to be repetitive. It has to be something that you continue to do. Even with working out, if you continue to work out over time, then you'll have the results of and the ability and the freedom to do things that you want to do. But if you don't, you're going to pay the consequence. All right. Same thing with knowledge. If you go out and you learn things and you study, then you have the freedom to be able to utilize that knowledge in the manner in which you want to use it. But if you don't have that freedom. You don't have the ability to communicate and to, be on that level that other people are on. It's that simple. It's about sacrifice. But you cannot allow your thoughts to sabotage yourself. You can't. Like, just get that thought process out of your head of, I can't do X. You can do it. The question is, what are you willing to do to be able to achieve it? That's the question. That's the question. Like, at the end of the day, like, I hear people talk about being lazy, right? Here's the thing about being lazy. If someone is lazy, that means that they have ability. They have the ability to accomplish what it is that they need to do. But I'll tell you this, if they continue to be lazy, they will lose said ability to do those things. That's the downside of being lazy. Like, yeah, I got it. You absolutely have the ability to do it. Like, you can have the ability to lift all the weights. You can have the ability to read all of the books. But if you stop doing that stuff, that ability shrinks and shrinks and shrinks. That's what happens to it. It shrinks. So I'm not gonna keep y'all long. I just wanted to talk about, you know, look, everything starts with a thought. And we can't allow these thoughts to sabotage us. Because if you sit here and just dwell on a thought that's not productive, I'm not going to say negative, a thought that's not productive, if you just sit here and dwell on a non-productive thought that is stopping you from achieving what it is that you want to achieve, then that's the state that you're going to stay in. You're never going to move forward. You have to kick those thoughts. You have to get control of this right here. It's all right here. If you believe you can do it and you get out there and you put the work in, you'll get it done. I'll say 75% is right here. 75% is right here between your ears. If you get control of this right here, everything else will fall in place. All right? All right. Let me go ahead and get off of here. Look, you are important to me. You matter to me. And don't let anybody make you feel as if you're insignificant. If you do, get into the inbox. We got people here to help you. All right? The NCOPD Live team is here to help you. Let's Talk About It is here to help you. And the Women's Intentional Podcast is here to help you. Look, life is a choice. I'm depending on you to choose well. Odds here signing out. I'll be talking to you soon.